Good evening, Lee Carrick. What's happening? Daniel, what's happening, Daniel Berry? Ay, ay, ay. I'm currently sitting here upsetting the dogs. Just in case you can't hear. There's dogs barking in the background because I'm sitting here. So, mate, you've had a hot day. It's been double the temperature here. I guarantee you that. It's been fucking hot here today. This morning started off very cloudy. So I went down to the village after coffee, carried the ladies' laundry down on my back, put it through the machines, and went back. And she cooked this the casserole with the meats I bought the other day. So then we munched that, and happy days. Then it was siesta time. So it had been siesta and very important. I had a wild bath, only 30. It'll be hotter than that here tonight. So it's forecasted. Yeah, I enjoyed it so much. I only had one portion. I said that'll get better tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll have another portion for breakfast. That's my idea. That's my plan. Yep. Hello, Lemlems. You're right, fella. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Steve. Mirror, mirror. That comes to your channel. Yeah, I found your channel via Barebones. Barebones audits. Barebones edits. Yep. How you doing, Lemlems? Welcome to my crazy world of living outdoors. Yeah, from the big issue in Bristol to living it up in sunny Spain. Yep. This channel, we like to help people progress and know that there's safe places where you can come and chat, be real. So, welcome. Yes, mate. I live outside, and I have done most of my life. I left home when I was 15. In between England and Ireland, I lived. Well, not in between England and Ireland, because there's only water, but between Ireland, Southern Ireland, and the southwest of England. I worked the free parties, the squat parties, and the music festivals. I've been a deckhand on trawlers. I've worked in a timber molding factory. I've worked as a chef on landscape gardening. I've been a laborer for mechanics and for builders. But for me, unsettled mentality. I love the outdoors. So, yep. At the moment in Spain, times are hard. Like I'm floating from place to place. I spent 3 years up on the mountain looking after a family of dogs. Um, you know, and then yeah, I got invited to a party, and then I minded somebody else's bit of land, and then I got phoned up for an emergency. Somebody else's land was being flooded, so I went over there and I stayed in the caravan for a few weeks, and now I'm in desperate mode. I asked a friend if I could stay at her place, help her out a bit. So I've been doing that. And now, since then, I've been giving my mate's bit of land where I'm sitting right now. And so, under all these eucalyptus trees, with these two barking dogs behind me, life's looking a bit better. You see the trees? It's getting dark outside here in sunny Spain now, so it's not so sunny, but it's still warm. And this is one of the things that I've battled depression and anxiety. Although with poverty, like depression and anxiety comes back every now and again. But like I know what to look for. I know what to look out for, so it doesn't affect me as much. It's not so desperate that I need psychiatrists or counselors or anything like that anymore. Yeah, I actually enjoy a bit of anxiety and depression that comes with being a loner. Yep. I've never been one into movies, never been one for video games, and I don't pry into the religious worlds or the world of business or politics. If somebody asked me this evening, what would my IQ be if I did it, and the average being 100. And I said, well, basically, with the education that I'd be doing your IQ tests on, I'd probably come up with a 0 because I'm uneducated in things that most tests are set upon. Uh, most tests are done from the curriculum and from TV, and I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. Steve, Backyard Trucker. Backyard Trucker. I don't know Backyard Trucker. What's Backyard Trucker? Yeah, Lemlems. Been homeless in Spain nearly 10 years. I was homeless in England before that. Been in jail in England. Been in jail in Ireland. Been psychiatric unit in Ireland and been psychiatric unit in England also. IQ tests are stupid if it's based on intelligence alone. I should be based on intelligence and common sense. It should. Do you know what? Yeah, one's intelligence varies to another. You know, I mean, you can get the most intellectual individuals, put them in the environments where I'm at, and they'd be the dumbest motherfuckers. Do you get me? Yeah. And it's the same for myself. Put myself into a place where intellectuals needed, and yeah, I'd be a dumbass. But in saying that, there's some environments that I could walk into, and I'd be, like the most intelligent, just because I'd have a fresh onlook. I could get educated in something and have a fresh onlook. And this is what a lot of the established don't like. This is one of the things that I came to YouTube showing and sharing, like walking into the communities like I did. It's like, what does he know? He's only new to these things. Yeah, I know, yeah, but I've sat with 250,000 people and everybody's happy. I have never, like been around the upset that a lot of people seek from these social medias. I've never had the interest of the gore or the thriller or the action that most people seek on these social platforms. Oh yeah. Oh, backyard trucker. Okay. So he's a traveling around trucker. Cool. I'm trying to encourage other people that I'm meeting, truckers, to like put a webcam up because I like seeing scenery. We've got a couple of truckers into our chat. Yeah. Hi, yeah, yeah, yeah. You get what I mean? People are quick to assume though these days. It's the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Yeah. Yo, good evening, King Charles. Happy day off. Happy start of your 4-day vacation. I'm currently sitting here, King Charles, checking out whether the signal's any good in this bit of land I've been given. Yeah. It's only a thin strip, but it's nice. It's nice. Got plenty of tree cover. So what's been highlighted today then, King Charles? You've been working on your truck. You've been working on your new project. For me, I helped the lady this morning. Took her what was that? Yeah, I took her laundry down to the village. Sat and watched the washing machines in town spinning and spinning, and then the tumble dryer spinning and spinning, and then walking home with the very hot tumble dried fabrics. I know, right? Where is Miss Magpie? I don't know where Mrs. Magpie is. That's a good question. I'm told in some parts of the UK you've been reaching 30 Celsius. Is that right, Lee? You've had 30 Celsius today. I think here it's been about 47. Uh, Definitely above 40. It's been a scorcher here today. She was here earlier. Oh, I've not seen Mrs. Magpie in chat yet. I tried doing a YouTube stream. Yeah, and that was taking too long. It wasn't working. So I've come over to this one on the StreamYard. Nice one, King Charles. Nice one. There's a gentleman doing his own laundry. Eh? He go and bring in his laundry. He's going out to take his laundry in. Happy, happy days. I was just tuned in to somebody else's channel. Yo, here he is. Hi, I'm back. Excuse me. Yo, Mr. E. Yo, yo, yo. Why can you not see me? Because I'm in the dark. Because I'm outside. Here, I'm going to shine me lighter. Yeah. Now, this will remind a few people of the first day that I ever appeared on the live stream. When I was being accused of being a murderer, kidnapper. And I was like, hello, can you see me? Hello. Oh, hello. Can you see me now? Oh, I'm outside under the trees. I haven't quite caught me. Got me electrics sorted, so I haven't got me solar lighting set up. But this new bit of land that I'm sizing up, see if the internet signal works, and it seems to be working just fine. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. E. Thank you very much, and ladies and gentlemen. There's a new cycling Steve in town, yeah, and please go and subscribe. I was downtown earlier, Steve, but them beggars, you know, like them just latched onto me. As soon as I started eating my supper, yeah, I was eating some bread and meat and a gazpacho at the bus stop next to where I seen you earlier, and a couple of them beggars come over wanting to talk and I don't know, gloat on me while I'm eating, maybe beg me food off me. And I was like, dude, you know, like I'm hungry. Yeah, just leave me eat in peace, please. Do you get me? You know? But they didn't. So I told them to fuck off. I did. I'm trying to eat my freaking dinner. Will you fuck off? I don't let me dogs gloat on me. Like back away from me now. So I told him I was a little bit rude, I think. But yeah, I quite quick getting away from the town this evening. Now, nice one, Lee. Thank yous. With your cycling, Steve. With being new to YouTube, yeah, you can tap on everybody there in the chat. You can check out their channels, see if you're interested in the content that they're making before you subscribe. You know, and likewise to people in the chat more familiar with YouTube. Don't be shy to help our mate Steve subscribe, grow his channel. A genuine fellow, as real as they get. I can vouch for the fella, real humble, nice fella, and he doing good on social medias. This is the first YouTube channel. We met in town for yeah, about a week ago now. I'm very nice. Batgirl and Company. Hello. Hello, Batgirl and Company. This is right. And anytime you want to learn about anything in on the YouTube, Steve, don't be shy to ask. Yeah, there's a lot of helpful peoples that comes to this chat. So anything that you want to know about YouTube, how to do anything, and yeah, we'll help you. The little that I know, I'll help you. You know, and I've said that you only got to leave a comment or yeah, or get involved with the chat. I will show you. Thank you very much, Mr. E. Thank you very much. I look forward to those. I'm still yet to catch up on your Bulgaria video. You know, like yeah, like this last week. You know, I haven't really had the electricity for charging the phone and the tablet and sitting there like I used to. You know, yeah. But hopefully over the next couple of days, I'll get my own electricity sorted. I'm not short of the equipment. I just have to go and collect it. And so I think I'll be doing that over the next few days. Now, unfortunately, these two dogs up here are doing my head in a little bit. Keep fucking barking. And I think if I'm staying up here, they're going to always be barking. But that's just something I'll have to get used to. Hey, Earth Angel Lucy, welcome, welcome. Good evening, my dear. One thing, folk will let you know that this is a very friendly chat. We don't tolerate the bullying and the trolling. We don't tolerate it. We did go through, as a channel, we did go through the darkness of dealing with trolls and bullies. And like I've explained, that's why I had the title "Bully of Bullies." That's why I picked up my hippie community nickname, Shitpit Steve. I'm not afraid of the human shites. Well, sitting here with them dogs barking ain't very comfortable. I'm gonna take a walk away from them. And I haven't had any water for an hour or two, so I need to go and get a drink of water. I don't understand dogs that need to bark like that continuously. I don't. They just don't make any sense to me. I mean, what are they going to catch? You know, they can't catch a wild boar or nothing barking like that. They'll be out of breath before the run even happens. So, what did my channel talk about? Well, mostly I talk about myself and how I'm doing, what I'm doing, where I'm standing, what I'm feeling, what I want to, what changes I want to see. And sometimes I get stuck on talking about experiences on the YouTube. Buenas tardes, amigo. Buenas noches. And a lot of the time, we talk about what the chat wants to be talking about. Fucking stupid dogs. That's an off put going that way just because dogs are barking. I don't want to listen to freaking dogs barking. I don't mind listening to goat bells ringing. That's quite nice, that is, and soothing. But city dog barks. Whoa. I go cross the road now because we knows how to cross the road. Why not? Hmm. He's a crazy drunken German, that one. And there's a lot of quite crazy drunken Germans in this town. Well, so I feel a bit brain dead after listening to them dogs barking for friggin' 2 hours. Oof. A breath of fresh air. Hello. He's a nice dog, that one up there. Yeah, he can bark at you, Grizzles, can't he? Yeah, we don't mind him barking. Mighty righteous. My apologies. Hey, Miss Magpie, you in the chat? You've been waiting for me in the in the other stream.
Right.
Yeah, friggin' YouTube fucked me around. Took too long. That did. Hey,
Right.
Mighty righteous. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Boyaka,
Booyaka, booyaka, booyah. Baka, baka,
kasha.
baka.
What's happening, brother?
What's happening? What's happening? Hiya, hiya. Hiya, hiya.
You
Oh,
sound happy
yeah.
today.
Oh, yeah. Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Hey, Miss Magpie. Hello, Miss E. Earth Angel Lucy and Lee Carrick. All you guys.
How's the weather for you in California?
The sun's up. I got your son over here right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
hot one,
Not too bad, eh?
mate.
Not
We
too
had
bad.
over 40 degrees here today.
46, 12. That's hot.
Yeah, 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 definitely 100 Fahrenheit, definitely.
Earth Angel Lucy. Booyaka.
Uh,
Yeah, Lee
the
Carrick.
worst thing is like we woke up with cloud cover, and so the heat from yesterday stayed in, and then there was no escaping, and there's no like there's no real fresh air until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. The sky had cleared a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You still looking for water?
I'm going down to the garage, go get a cold water. Yep, yep.
Yeah, heard you
I
say
could
that
have
a
gone
while
home.
ago.
I could have gone to the caravan and had a warm water, but I think I want a cold water. Yeah.
Oh, I was reading the chat. I didn't get it. Cycling Steve, what's up? You're back. Back by
It
popular
is
demand.
Cycling Steve. He's I met in the town here about a week ago. Nice fella. We're going to help
Yeah?
him get into the YouTube, help his YouTube channel grow. Yep.
Were you
Yep.
hanging out with them when you were live the other day?
He the fella when I was sat at the church, he invited me over for a drink. Yeah.
I remember a fellow stopped by and he looked in and was kind of looking at what you had going on there. Wonder, hey, Cycling Steve.
No, there was another Steve fella that was involved in the chat. Yeah, that at the bus stop. That's a different Steve.
Damn it,
Yep.
all these Steves.
No, I'm a magnet for them. I'm a magnet for the Steves.
Dude.
Back in Ireland, there used to be about 10 of us hanging around together, you know, Friday, Saturday nights in the big towns. Now he's all Steve, coincidentally.
Yeah, man, you say fucking Steve and everybody stands up.
Yeah, yeah, mate.
Damn it,
Yeah,
Steve. Which one of you us are you talking about?
yeah.
Be specific. Here, let me see. Cycling Steve. I don't want to kick myself off this stuff. I'll sub to you later if I could catch you.
Nice one, nice one.
I'm kind of limited on what I can do here.
Same with my mobile. I'm same. If I go over now to YouTube, you know, like take away somebody's spanner or to give somebody a spanner or check somebody's links and stuff, I kick myself off, and it's quite annoying trying to get back. Yeah.
It's annoying trying to get back. So what I try to do is open it up on YouTube, and then make sure that I'm receiving all messages and not top messages, and then pause it and then go ahead and do my thing. So it's already there. I can like see the comments and stuff. King Charles III. Good
Yeah,
evening.
with two devices, I find it easy, but you do have to have
Yeah.
your volume down. Yeah, you gotta have the volume down on the
Echo.
other device.
The echo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise it creates echoes. Yeah. Uh,
Been around
uh,
the block.
I'm going around the block for a second time today. Well, this evening. This evening, I think 3 times in total. Came down here early this morning.
Oh, Batgirl and Company. Sorry you had to wait. Somebody put on the 5 minute subscriber mode, and it kind of like put Batgirl in the back a minute. She couldn't say anything, but she's back.
Okay.
There are nice people in chat, Batgirl.
There are Batgirl, yep. People who do that because, yeah, for the trolls, like for the abusers, like, yep, you know, it encourages people to be subscribed and get involved with the chat rather than, yeah, coming in, causing nuisance and distractions.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be calling each other bitches over here.
I know, right? Yeah, we don't like that, does us? Oh.
Sometimes it happens. Oh, dude. I was just looking at my e-bike. I noticed an unplugged cable.
That's not going to be charging if it's unplugged now, is it?
It's a different plug. Like when you first get it, you got to put the handlebars on, and all these wires plug into different wires, and one of them just came like unplugged. It might have been the horn.
Oh.
Sometimes you need a horn, sometimes you don't. I come with a built-in horn. Get the fuck out of my way!
Yeah. That sounds a bit like MacGyver last week. Yeah, MacGyver had a built-in horn last week, didn't he?
Yeah, what the hell was that? Yeah, go on with yourself. Take that someplace else. Yeah, man. Here, Cycling Steve, let me see if I can do this without fucking myself up. Okay, cool. I did it.
All right, that's noisy out there.
All right, I think I did it without screwing myself up. Cycling Steve, we're connected, man.
Wow.
That girl, I'm from California, Southern California. Mighty righteous. Sunny California. Oh, sarcastic bitches? Well, those are okay. Sarcastic bitches. I thought you were just talking about all the bitches. Yes, King Charles III. Good evening. All the way from sunny California, man. High afternoon over here. Earth Angel, you're not answering in case you're a sarcastic bitch. I operate on a high level of sarcasm. I like to sprinkle that shit on heavy. Spread it on thick. You're off sick from work? Off, no more bullying, harassing. Yay! I hate it when I get bullied and harassed. It usually doesn't go well for the other person. Miss Magpie's been in and out for quite a bit, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my screen almost dimmed out. Where would everybody like to be from? Cycling Steve, I don't like bullies either. I run into them all the time. I don't know what it is. I must be a magnet. Wait a minute. Miss Star Magpie? Miss Magpie, are you a real star seed? Oh my god, I've been looking for a real star seed. I've been going through all these fake ones. Can't find a real one. Somebody called me a real star seed once. Didn't quite understand how to take it. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Miss Magpie, you ready to get up, to get down?
Ahí está, ¿ves? Le va a hacer muy bien.
Earth
¿Viste?
Angel. Earth
Más lo otro.
Angel.
Otro puede ver lo que tiene, lo que no tiene.
Sunny
Usted no sabe.
Derbyshire. King Charles, right on, man.
Demasiado listo. Eso pasa.
That's kind of amazing. YouTube, we're all able to get connected like that, man. Derbyshire. Hell yeah.
Yo no soy de-
Your parte
yo soy de
7
papel y
céntimos.
lápiz.
7 céntimos, your Venus. Mañana.
Vale.
Gracias.
Yo soy de papel y lápiz. Oreja.
Hey, there you go. See, local petrol station. Let me 10 pence until tomorrow. I could have got a small bottle of water for €1.10, or this 1.5 liters for 1.30. It makes sense to get the 1 liter and a half rather than 75 centiliters.
It makes sense to get a little bit bigger bottle for a better price. And then hopefully you could fill it again later.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stand here and get drunk on water in a minute. Whoa. Hi.
Miss Magpie's a beeper. Do I have the wrong tune again, Miss Magpie? Dang it. I don't know what's going on unless there's background music. And apparently I've got the wrong background music playing. Dang it. Thanks for letting me know, Miss Magpie. Appreciate it. I changed the station.
Cold water. No, I had a bottle of ice cold water for more than a week now. Last Sunday, wasn't it? When I woke up.
Man. And then, man, I know how that is, man. That's the best tasting ice cold water you've had in a good while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to splash some of it on your face, on your head. Man, that goes down real nice.
Right.
I know when I lived in the Caribbean, I had gallons of water everywhere. Man, you got to stay hydrated. How humid it is there, man. And St. Thomas in the Caribbean.
Yep.
Yeah.
I spent them 3 years up the mountain dehydrated, and every drop of water was valuable or valued.
Yeah, it's pouring out of your body faster than you can put it back in.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one thing I'm learning now. Yeah, it's like my skin complexion. Yeah, I look like shriveled up old prune. You get me? You know, I wasn't drinking waters for as much as I should have been. Ah. Wow. Get brain freeze with that. That ain't no good neither.
Huh. It just lasts a minute.
Wow.
Oh no, Earth Angel got demoted. Now she's number 2. Oh no. Justin Bieber's number 1. Yeah, Earth Angel. Miss Magpie. You guys are funny. Cycling Steve wants to know who the fuck the other guy on panel is. I mean, who the American is.
Okay, so this is Mighty Righteous. He's in California. He's a good guy, Cycling Steve. He's a good guy. Yep.
Thank you for that, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. He makes talking very easy because he's like, yeah, very adventurous. He go out showing us what it's like living in California. Yeah, he's very interactive in a lot of the chilled out channels that I go to. And so he comes to this channel, encouraging this channel and the people of this channel. He's a channel encourager. Yeah. He got his own channel. He do great calm live streams. And obviously, what's the time difference? You got you got 7 hour time difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's 10:25 here, so I'm guessing it's like 3:25 where you're at, is it?
Yeah, let me see. I gotta look. Oh, it's 1:30.
1:30.
1:30
Oh.
p.m. Yeah, just afternoon, man.
Wow. Okay. So that's 9 hour difference then. 9 hour difference. Wow.
Here,
So it's not
let me take a
in
look.
California and 6 hours in Detroit. Okay.
I gotta put my phone back down, or I'm gonna mess myself up. I'm gonna fat finger myself out of something. Yeah, where is Batgirl Lee Carrick? She was here a minute ago. I hope she didn't get offended. Come back, Batgirl. We're just screwing around over here.
I can hear crows in the background. You got crows outside of you?
Oh, wow. Look at you go, man. Yeah, a couple of them cruising through. There's also some interesting birds around here. We've got owls and sometimes parrots and odd birds flying around. You wouldn't think would be here. Kind of interesting to see a whole flock of parrots cruising through the air, making all their funny sounds. Oh, I appreciate that, Cycling Steve. Nice to meet you too, man. Yeah, I've been over here with Steve for a little while. I appreciate his friendship, his solid friendship, and he's got a good community going himself. You know, that's why I like to hang here, man.
We're all encouraging one another here. Not everybody does live channels, and not everybody does uploads to their channel. But yeah, when we comes here and we goes to other chats, you see that we're very familiar with each other and encouraging and supporting.
Cycling Steve, yeah, I'm near the fires. There's a lot of fires going on in California. I'm close to some of them. Yeah. Batgirl, hello, you're back. Nice. We were asking about you.
Yeah, Batgirl, I think Lee Carrick was very concerned to your whereabouts. Yeah, good to see you back in chat.
Yeah, I used to live in the sticks back where the fires are going on right now, and I don't live there anymore. I lived up there for many years. Gone through a couple of different fires, yeah. Sometimes you just got to grab your stuff and leave. Hope for the best.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. How's Oregon? Like we got broke fishing over in Oregon. How's that area for the fires? Yeah.
I'm not quite sure because I'm not following any mainstream media.
Right.
Just independent news from my area and from areas all around the world that I'm interested in. You know, like Australia and the Philippines and the United Kingdom and Canada.
All right.
And some of the other countries, sometimes it's hard to get friends from, like Beirut. You know, I think the speech is so limited in so many other countries. It's kind of hard to meet some other people, folks. You know what I mean? All right, I timed out. Is Modesto in California? Yeah, Modesto's up north just a little bit. That's about 3 hours from me. Modesto, and there's also fires in Riverside, which is about 45 minutes from me. There's fires in Hemet. That's about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't like the fires, man. But fires are tough. They end up displacing people. I know it's a natural cycle, but you know.
Some of it's a natural cycle. You know yourself, a lot of these fires are man-made. One from ignorance of happy campers, and then like you got the business side of things where they're clearing land. You know, and the only way to clear land without permission is setting fire to it.
There's a house caught on fire over here. They had a barbecue, and somebody told their kid to deal with the barbecue, and they didn't do it very well.
Yep, that happened to me in Ireland many years ago. My mate said put it out on the compost heap. I put the fire bed out on the compost heap, cleaned out the fire, all the ashes. Maybe an half hour later, big gusts of flames coming off the winter hay barn. I didn't go down too fast.
Yeah, Lee Carrick, I see you there, man. That day's going good, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Yep. It's scary situations, them fires.
Miss Magpie, chicks before dicks. Yes. Look at you go in chat.
Hey? No. You got that wrong, Miss Magpie. It's bros before hoes. No? And like hoes being a gardening tool, that means like we go for our friends before we go to work. Yeah, mister. Friends before work.
Man, I was looking at it sideways and I had to refocus my eyes because I thought it said chicks with dicks. And I'm like, Miss Magpie, what's up with that?
Yeah, what is up with that? Jeepers.
I mean,
This is
I got nothing against
2024.
it, but where'd it come from? Surprise! I hate surprises.
It's not just happening in Thailand.
You gotta let me know first. You gotta let me know.
If you don't know by now, you will never.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Go imagine. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? You know, like, hey, darling, want to come home with me for the night? Yeah. You're not supposed to sound like that.
Don't want to have to do my best Crocodile Dundee. Remember that scene? He was in the bar.
That's not enough.
He just reached up and had a check real quick. Oh, yeah, you're right. Dang it. Had to do the pecker checker. Cycling Steve said, oh, I just dimmed out. Yeah, Steve, I've added my father-in-law. Please welcome in Paul. We're waiting for Paul to drop in, man. Well, nice.
Hello, Paul. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I don't think he's quite here yet, but nice. Vicky, what's up, Vicky?
Vicky silently
Kabuya.
passed in. Nice to
Yes.
see you.
Didn't hear you coming, Vicky. You snuck in. How did you do that? Vicky snuck in the back door again. That was slick.
She normally comes about when chicks and dicks are mentioned. You know, I think she's attached to the cocksuckers.
The algorithm. It said, "Hello, Vicky. How you doing?"
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up twice. Yeah.
You can also hit that share button and copy the link, and not even actually share it. It adds to your shares.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like hitting the thumbs up, but you can do it over and over again. You
Oh.
hit share, you hit copy, and then you hit share, and you hit copy, you hit share, you hit copy, and it counts it as a share. The shares go up, and you can't normally see that unless you're in your studios. The amount of shares. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we don't want none of that skullduggery going on around here. No, we don't want to be spinning around in the algorithms. Thank you. It is an organic channel. We don't need YouTube to push us or to hold us back.
Yeah, the next thing you know, we got commercials.
Yeah.
Oh no, where did those come from? Now my friends have to wait.
Isn't that horrible when you go into channels and you know, like them's full of commercials before you get to the channel, and then you get in there and 5 minutes later there's more commercials, and every 10 minutes there's commercials. I mean, like, may as well be on Sky TV.
I watch Sky TV. I watch that.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's interesting. You said that.
well, they're a bit big for me. Wow. Looks like somebody's emptied out their house around here and just dumped their goods out on the road. Two kings.
To the curb. To the curb.
Anybody want to pay rent? I've got the perfect sidewalk for you. We're on our way home now.
Nice.
Yep.
Gone around the block twice already.
Yep. Yep. It's a shame I would have liked to have been in town, you know, like, but them panhandlers, they got no respects. I mean, like,
Rude.
you're very rude. I mean, you sat there eating food, and they comes around begging off you. You know, it's like, but my hands are filled, yeah, with food. My mouth
Yeah.
is filled with food. You know,
Don't
like,
mess with the
seriously.
person that's eating, man. Don't mess with the person that's eating. Yeah. No. Don't
Right.
interrupt a person's meal.
But you know what these panhandlers expect you? Yeah, what they're expecting is you to give them the food out of your mouth. Do you get me? Yeah, that's what they're expecting. But have you seen them? Yeah, then they're earning like £40, £50 every time they comes out. The crack dealers won't give them any less than £40 or £50 worth of drugs, so they have to make that. And they comes and goes 3-4 times a day. So them's earning dollar. So why should they be begging off of beggars? You know?
Begging off of beggars. Man, and that's something else.
Do you get me? Huh? Huh? I haven't started begging yet. What was that? the hardest part of the walk. Not because it's dark, but because of all the smells around here. The dogs want to stick around sniffing. I'll be sat still in a minute so I can focus in on some of the messages.
Yeah, I'm kind of going through them a bit, talking about the Olympics and assassination, and I'm not quite. None of us really know what's going on over there at the Olympics. It's kind of an odd show over there.
Oh,
I heard they had Snoop Dogg. You know the torch that they march up to the thing and they light the fire at the beginning of the Olympics? Like a
huh?
big old ceremony. They had Snoop Dogg go up there with a big joint and light the thing. And yeah,
You- oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah. And then I heard that the Russian swimmers they wouldn't let those girls do their thing because Russia is involved with the Ukraine business.
Oh, shit.
And then there was something else where they had drag queens that upset people for some reason. I'm not quite sure. People get excited over the littlest things these days. I can't imagine looking at a flag and getting so mad that I got to rip it down and burn it.
No, I couldn't do that either. There's a lot of weird things going on in the planet these days.
Yeah, Miss Magpie, I heard somebody claim they tried that they were mocking the Last Supper. And everybody, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, we need to be more accepting of gay and trans and people that want to identify differently. If it's their choice. Gotta stop the hate. Oh no, Batgirl agreed to disagree. I like that. That's my favorite spot to be. In the middle. I appreciate that, Batgirl. Can't we all just get along? Oh, y'all. They were the mocking ones mocking Christians. The hate is coming from them. I know, hate. Two wrongs don't make a right. People that are spreading the hate generate the hate, and then more people fall into that hate. I don't get it, and I don't understand it. It's to me, it's all like sports. I could compare it to sports. Uh, I like this team, and I don't like that team, and you start talking about sports at work, and the next thing you know, oh, you and your team are stupid. How productive is that? I don't get it. You know, let the mainstream media cause these lines of division within us. We need to be more accepting and understanding and not feed into the propaganda that's being jammed down our throat every day. Newspapers, mainstream news, trying to put a different spin on everything, trying to make the news, not just report on it.
But that's more of it, though, isn't it? People are trying to get in on the news. There, everybody's looking for their 15-minute fame, and this is what's causing so much upset throughout the mainstream. I think, yeah, there's too much going on.
Yeah, it started out with Adam and Eve, but there's no problem with Adam and Steve. You know, as long as Adam and Steve aren't trying to push it on you, and you're not about that.
Yeah, I agree. That's what
Take,
I've always said. Each their own. Just don't force it in my eyes. Don't force me to believe it's right or wrong. I'll make my own decisions. Yeah? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. I was looking at Miss Magpie's post.
Mhm.
You don't hate the LGBT, but they hate me as a Christian. It's really hard to shake the hate. Um, Christians used to, throw LGBT people off the roof and they kill them for what they believed in. We used to have witch hunters. What the hell was that about? You know, all it is a group of people getting together and justifying their wickedness. This person should die. I agree. Let's do it. Let's put it on paper so it looks right. You hereby shall die at the matter of fucking dude. All about justifying their little wickednesses. And as far as mocking each other, we need to not take it so serious, man. Somebody took my butt and turned it into a meme, and it got a lot of views, and I had just as good of a time as everybody else.
Now I can.
I'm sorry, Miss Magpie, but I've had some experience with Christians, and I don't want to generalize, but and for what I've experienced, I've just seen, I don't know. I'll keep that to myself.
Yep. I've had experience with Jehovah Witnesses, Muslims, Hare Krishnas, monks, some of the Tibetan monks, Sikhs,
The
Jews.
monks seem to be more accepting and honest, genuine, honestly caring. It's the genuineness.
There was a lot of encouragement coming from the monks that I've met, but at the same time, they've got their own quirks and perks like everybody else. It's like for feng shui, like things having to face the right direction and all that whatnot. Like that for me was too much. Yeah,
I hear you, Miss Magpie. Not all Christians are the same. There's always good apples and bad apples in the same barrel.
yeah.
Once you start putting, people in barrels,
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things that I've noticed is with the reborn again Christians. Yeah, like there seems to be I don't know, a bit different in the Christians. A lot more righteous than Christians themselves.
Right. If I stand out in front of a church with a camera, every time I experience hate. I don't. I'm still waiting for the. Oh, hey, how are you doing? You don't want to talk? Well, maybe you want to come in. No, it's all this hate, and then they call the Romans. They call the police, and then the police leave, and I'm still there. Why the hate? Why not the genuine love?
I tell you, sitting outside the church in Orkiva, I see a lot of smiles. You get me? I see a lot of smiling people. That's one of the reasons I'm so attracted to sitting at the church, on the church steps.
That smile, man.
Yeah, people do smile. Yeah.
You see somebody smiling, and that's kind of not common these days. And sometimes you got to pay attention to why that person is smiling, because they may be smiling for the wrong reason. That fake smile, those alligator teeth. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time people are looking at me and my dogs. Get me? Yeah. So them's happy to see me, see me dogs looking so happy. I think there's a lot of that to it. Time of day, you know, it's hot. I sit there in the evenings, like this time of day, I'd be sat there. Like, yeah. Like, but I've been chased out of church because I've been laughing at what the priests have been talking when he'd been talking about soccer, local soccer teams. I started laughing because I was thinking, well, what's this got to do with the church? You get me, you know? But yeah, laughter
It's been
wasn't.
tough for me. I've gone out of my way to study and involve myself in many different types of religion. And after a while, you know, I start to recognize a sick little pattern. And instead of trying to expose it, I just try to leave. And man, when you leave, I've received so much hate, without giving reason. No, I'm done. Thank you.
So, Miss Magpie, is this for real? What Mighty Righteous said about the Snoop Dogg opening up the Olympics with with a spliff? Is that real?
That's just what I kind of saw and heard come by. I didn't click on that stuff, but the Snoop Dogg and the lighting thing, I guess a lot of people got offended. I don't know.
Well, in theory, like that's doping, isn't it? You know, like if you're stoned on weed or if you're stoned on steroids, it's doping. You know, like so encouraging drugs in a fucking non-drug environment.
Encouraging drug use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
I mean, like in all fairness, now the weed
Broke
that
fishing.
Snoop Dogg smoking, that is not natural weed. That is synthetic to the max. You know, that's like coming out from indoor grows. Yeah, artificial fucking productions. So I don't agree with that at all. You know,
Welcome
that's
in,
bad.
broke fishing, man. Hell yeah.
No broke fish. Good to see you, brother. Yeah.
Haha. Oh, look, Mirror's in chat. Mirror's is lurking in chat.
I am looking now. Now I'm sat down, I can start reading some of these messages without confusing my phone too much. It looks like everybody's chatting nicely. That's good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a controversial topic, but we're all doing pretty good.
Hey, real sensible heads in here, Giammies. Yeah, real sensible heads in here. For me now, being a criminal since the age of 17 for possession of marijuana. I mean, like, there's a lot of things in life that I can't do because of my criminal conviction. And, with people like Snoop Dogg, Mike Tyson, Spike Hughes, Howard Marks, you know, like maybe before I die, I'll be able to do some of those things I wanted to do as a stoner that I could never do because I am a stoner. You know?
Yep.
Like maybe
I
I'd be
hear
able
you.
to go to America or Canada. You get me? You know, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I wanted to go to Canada from a young age because my mother told me she was Canadian.
I hear you down there, Miss Magpie. I'm looking at it. I'm listening to you. It's really tough in life when people start mocking you and what you believe in. It's just not productive. It's not healthy.
Mm.
So we need to not do that. some of us make a mistake and then we realize we made the mistake and go back and apologize. But some of us just keep making those mistakes,
Yeah, yeah. And
talking out the side of their face.
sometimes the apologies are just too easy. You know, like we've had people apologizing on this channel, and it's like, excuse me, but you know, a simple sorry don't cut it. You know, for the things that have been said or done, a simple sorry don't cut it.
Oh shit, you've had people on this channel that you gave an opportunity to say sorry and they refused to
yeah,
even do that.
yeah, you know that. Yeah, yeah,
Fuck you and you're sorry.
yeah.
That's all I needed to know. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming. Sorry, what's that? I don't do that. No, thank you.
Yeah, somebody else had to force the start the apologies out of them, didn't they? They had to go through the AI to make it sound like they're apologetic.
Even the AI had trouble.
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody was puking. I'm fucking sorry. Yeah. Like it hurts. Like it hurts.
Here, I was going through my subscription list the other day, yeah, and I've noticed that there's a few that I'm not subscribed to anymore. But there's also a couple that are missing, yeah. Now that one we gave the opportunity to apologize. That channel seems to have vanished. Has anybody else noticed this?
I unsubscribed a little while back. and I saw a few little. I saw him come back a few times, and that's it. It's not even there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that fucking sorry, don't we, Lee Carey? we gave the opportunity, but we didn't even fucking want it.
Well, there's one thing Mr. Magpie will never get hear from this panel is that what do you call it, the faith mocked, yeah. You know, for me, I respect all faiths and religions. There's for me, it's like, but I've got an understanding or a reasoning that other people might not wish to take on board. Yeah, like for me, I have a simple understanding of geography and history, and knowing that some things were happening in different parts of the world where people didn't have a clue. You know, we've got simple examples like you know, coming over the mountain or coming off the horizon. It may have looked like we're gods, you know, coming fully clothed, knowing how to hunt and garden. You know, like, yeah, that may have been godly, you know, rather than the savagery hunting and gathering that we used to do. Mm. The higher forces of God itself, you know, the one creator. I find it a little bit AI, to put it sweetly, you know. And that might offend people, but it shouldn't, you know.
It's hard to talk about religion without offending someone, because of belief. Belief.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, when we get movies like Bruce Almighty, is it Bruce or Bruce Mighty or Mighty Bruce? Yeah, yeah, where Morgan Freeman plays that, and then he hands it down to Adam Sandler, I think, or somebody like that. That's a weird concept to take on board, you know. They even
I
God
like.
needs a replacement or you know, like an apprentice.
Hmm.
So yeah, here's a silly question: who's smoking weed tonight, and who's smoking hashish, and who's not smoking? Who's having a drink? Mighty. Here, did you hear yesterday, or the day before? I found 17 bottles of cava. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
cheap. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. 17 bottles. I've not opened one yet. Drinker.
Miss Magpie, I don't mind antagonism. I'm how do you call it? I'm an instigative reporter, so I know a little bit about antagonism. I only do it when I'm reporting. I don't do it to my friends and stuff.
I get called an antagonizer quite a lot. Yeah, I remember the last time I was called an antagonizer. This young lady, she's a mother of 4, living in that hippie community, when she called me an antagonizer, and I looked at her and I says, "And is that a bad thing? Is that
Yeah,
bad? You know, for her
yeah,
to gig, for her to laugh and giggle like I just did." I understood the antagonizers are not bad. Yeah, you know, we get to see the
yeah,
truth. One thing, we get to see the truth. Okay, and this is one thing that I've shown on YouTube is we see the truth in people. You know, in this channel, yeah, we let people know themselves and be
that's right.
themselves. Yeah,
That's right. To free
and
yourself.
yeah,
The most important lesson that you're going to learn in life are the lessons you learn about yourself. And you learn a lot about yourself out here because you're not just stuck in your head thinking about things. You're talking about it, making it a
mm,
reality. And sometimes we talk about things and realize things differently for the truth for what it is.
uh,
Miss Magpie, I hear you. I don't like being rude to people. You can't cope with the guilt after. That's kind of the tough thing with what I do with cop watching is, I like to smile and laugh but sometimes they push your buttons enough to where you got to unload on them. And then after it's like, man, I wish I hadn't done that. But then you got to realize, well, I kind of had to. That son of a bitch deserved it. He made me do it, you know, and but you got to learn to hold yourself back. That's why I just smile and laugh these days. Like just the other day, there was this, at a car show, there was a guy in a yellow vest. He was standing in front of me waving his arms and he was mad. And he got even madder when I didn't say anything to him. So I got on my scooter and I did donuts around him when I pointed my finger at him and smiled and laughed the whole time I was doing donuts. Yep. Didn't leave him anything to go on.
and of course those traffic sign men, they don't have vehicles to chase you with, do they? They've got to stand there. They've got to maintain doing their position.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing about me and my mobility scooter is I can roll right up on you and then do donuts around you.
Hmm.
Man, it's like a little boat in a Spanish Armada.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people call the police, and my favorite part is I'll go around the cop car and then I'll take a picture of the laptop screen because they never close it, and it'll tell me who called the police. It'll give me their name and their phone number, and then I can zip over and do donuts around them and point at them and laugh at them and tell them, "You'll hear from me later. I'll call you later." Yeah, I'll call you later, Karen. How about it? Smile and wave like the penguins of Madagascar. Definitely, Lecaric. That's exactly how you do it, man. Don't let that shit phase you. Anger is a funny thing, man. I learned something a while back that really kind of shook me. It made me realize is, when you get mad at somebody, it's a form of self punishment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why do we punish ourselves for something somebody else said or did? I mean, at some point, you need to stand up for what is right, you know? And some people You know, you're not everybody's mom or dad, but at the same time, just smile and wave, man. Smile and wave. No, Miss MR, I don't run over people's toes and stuff like that in the supermarket. Well, the only thing I run over is at the car show, those stupid fools in those yellow vests, the ones that like to wave their arms at me and yell at me. I like to make eye contact when I'm driving by them and then just clip the traffic cone with my tire. Just clip it. Yep. Yeah, Miss Magpie, I don't like to cause anybody any harm. I'd like to see everybody having a good time and having a good day. And I don't like to see anybody putting a wrench in the fun, you know? Sometimes people come around and start saying stuff, and the next thing you know, nobody's smiling. I hate that. I hate that. It's just like looking at the park rangers. The park ranger walks around and he wakes people up that are sleeping in the grass. What the fuck is your problem?
I've had
They
a
can't
fair share of that. Being
they can't
homeless,
do that with me though, because I've got my megaphone. My megaphone. I like to give people a warning. Ranger danger, ranger danger, heads up. Before that bastard sneaks up on you, man.
no, in all
Leave people
fairness,
alone.
back in the UK, right? I've used to get encouraged to go and sleep in parks and all this whatnot. That's what homeless people does, yeah. But for me, I used to find it much more appealing sleeping graveyards, you know. Yeah. But here in
Yeah,
Spain, we got graveyards. We got cemetery houses, yeah, where they're like buildings, little locker rooms. They're not the same. Yeah, they're hugely different.
I've slept in cemeteries. I've done it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Very safe places, I found.
No single rock squawk. Hey, welcome in, man. I don't own a gun. I don't play with those things. I don't need guns. I can show up empty-handed to a gunfight and then leave with a shiny new gun. And I'm
Yeah,
not dead yet.
turn up to a gunfight without guns quite often end up with a pocket full and a waistband full of guns because
That's
fellas
right.
don't know how to use them. Yeah?
Most people will not pull that trigger. Most people will not pull that trigger. You got to be careful, though, man. You got to learn how to read people.
Mhm.
That's right. Just because somebody's firing at you doesn't mean you have to fire back. That's rightly Carrick. You thought it was fucking nonsense, though. Yeah, well, Lee, you can apply that theory to life. You know, you got to be careful, pick your battles, like somebody said in a chat there a while back. You know, it's just not a good idea to pick a battle with a guy like me, though, man. Really, honestly, I see everybody having a good time, and but sometimes I got to step in.
Yeah, that's my problem. I've got to stop stepping in. Back in the day when I used to be able to hold my weight, you know, like these days I can move faster, I think, but I don't have the same strength. So I've had to learn a lot. You know, there's a lot
You
of
have
things
to
I involve myself in more. You know,
move
like
smarter, man. There was a point in time in my life where I was done struggling. I don't like to wrestle and get hurt.
mm,
It's just pointless, you know. You got
I
to
ain't
break
no
them
good
quick.
at volume either. Sometimes.
Yeah, but as we go through life, the interesting thing is as we're growing up, sometimes we feel like we need to prove ourselves to other people. And at some point, we feel like we need to prove ourselves to ourselves, and then once you mature and get over that and learn that you have an amount of control over a situation, you can either fall into it or give it a different outcome, you know.
Hey, Ronan. Welcome in, Ronan, brother.
Ronan, hell yeah. Booyaka. Ah, oh. Smart adjustments, know your limits, and they change daily. Yeah, you got to learn how to use other people's energy and momentum against them.
Judo, that's the secrets of judo. Yeah, I learned
Yeah,
that as a kid. Judo. I
all
never.
that struggling and fighting is for people who don't know what they're doing. You
Mm,
got a guy comes at you, you just grab him and spin him around and head him into a pole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronan. I grew up in a small village called Goleen in West Cork, and we had to travel to Ballyhub for our judo club. I think every Thursday and Sundays. Yeah, Thursday and Sundays. And every day that we were there, we had to practice in a unisex. Yeah, we had to wrestle with the girls as well as the boys. And if we refused to wrestle with the girls, then we weren't allowed to enter that club. We had to be prepared with the ladies as much as the men. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Bare Bones, he's around someplace. He'll drop in pretty soon. He's usually in and out, Miss Magpie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did
Bones
a
is.
lot of growing up in a third world in a prison in a third world country.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
wow. That was when you was in Mexico, was it?
No, it was when I was in the Caribbean. I've still been meaning to send you some newspaper articles.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I can get your email off of your PayPal.
yeah, yeah. My
Yeah,
email is very simple. I've got two emails. Yeah, I've got the Captain Jack's email, which is I put it in
yeah. I got a
there.
lot of stuff going on over here, and I've been meaning to kind of share some of that with you.
There's Captain
Pretty
Jack's.
interesting stuff. You got an interesting background yourself, man.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and yeah, I do. And
Yeah,
it's all recorded since the day I was born. That's the thing when you go into social care when you're a baby. Like you're never forgotten. Yeah,
yeah.
miss.
The problem is it's easy to get misled when you start looking you up because there's another person out there.
Yeah, but the publicity that I've received is me. And if you have a look at a lot of the publicity where I've been interviewed, more so than the statements made against me, there's everything there to back it up. You get me, yeah? The tabloids really haven't lied about me. I was happy in the riot. You get me, yeah? Um, yeah. What else? I was happy to call the judge a plonker. You know what plonker did? We gonna give me a jail sentence for this little bit of weed. And yeah, yeah, it's there. They don't like. Actually, there was one little lie that the English papers made when I was done for the riots. They accused me of being a drug addict. I mean, fair enough. I smoke weed, but I'm not a drug addict. You know.
Yeah, that's that area there with the weed that's tough. It's not labeled correctly.
But you know what? Yeah, in the environment where I was, I mean, I can justify their accusations because I was in a homeless hostel. A hostel for homeless people to to better themselves and get into more secure environments. And I did. I was very successful in that place. I was there about less than a year, about 10 months. Most people are in there a few years. Yep.
Yeah, I did a decade.
10 years in a homeless hostel.
No, in prison in the Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's life changing.
Yeah. Yeah. I experienced racism and hate firsthand.
Yeah,
I
I
earned a
did as well.
reputation for myself.
Yeah, 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 you have to. Yeah.
I had to. You can't have the name Mighty Whitey and still survive. You got to uphold your title, you know. Mighty Whitey.
I had a title in Irish jail being an Englishman. They called me the Mushroom King. That wasn't too bad a title.
Yes, Ronan. Yes, and yes. Yep. The only white boy in there, man, with all them Rasta men. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fortunately, I lived quite a few years on the street before that, you know, so I had a reputation that followed me. Yeah, they wrote quite a few newspaper articles about me.
Oh, wow.
I even got a little newspaper article back in 1987 when I escaped.
Oh,
When I
wow.
escaped. Yeah, here in the
I,
United States.
cool. That's brilliant. I escaped to have a police station. I was in the locked cell when I escaped. And I wasn't too
Yeah.
far from escaping the prison either, given the opportunity. If I was given a long sentence, I knew how to get out of there.
You know, Ronan, no. My backside is still a one-way street.
Here, when you
This
escaped
magpie.
prison, how long did you last? How long did you last out,
5 days. 5 fucking days.
Wow, I
Yeah, and I was
lasted.
just a kid, man. I was 18. Yeah,
Wow,
man.
wow.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
I
That
was
sounds really cool. For me, that sounds cool. I know that's stupid. Oh, and
it was a stupid move, man. It was actually. But I did it because see, I was doing time, but I was a trustee at a substation, at a police station in Norwalk. And I was supposed to like mop floors and feed prisoners and wash police car in the morning and being the age I was, man, I wasn't used to the things that I was seeing. You know, at the sheriff's station, I see everybody they bring in, and the abuse was just more than my young mind could take. You know, and the things they said about me to me, and so what happened is the police chief was supposed to retire, and he was having a ceremony. It was a changing of a guard ceremony or whatever the fuck they call it, and I took off that morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked all their shit up.
Brilliant. Yes,
Yep.
man.
If you're gonna burn that bridge, make sure you're standing on it, man. Let them know you're serious.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's brilliant. That sounds brilliant. Oh, what
Yeah,
a
I was on a run for 5 days, man. They caught me. They caught me. They caught me just down the street from my best friend's house.
God.
Yeah, I was on a mission, and if they hadn't caught me, it would have been a little bit different story. I had an agenda.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds proper adventure. So, what movie did they make with those bits in?
Man, that's kind of funny, man. My cousin, have you ever heard about the show called Locked Up Abroad?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My stupid cousin one day is like, dude, they made a movie about you, Locked Up Abroad. Yeah, his jokes are not funny, man. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a nice news article the day I got out of prison in the Caribbean, man. I've had some very interesting things happen to me in my life. Some things have happened to me that I've never heard of happening to anybody else ever. You know, it's because it's the kind of person I am, how I conduct myself, how I conduct my business, how you handle yourself. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, in the Caribbean, towards the end of my time, I was a trustee, and I don't know why they decided to make me a trustee again. It didn't work out well for them in the States. But I guess on an island, where are you going to go? You know, so I started doing yard work for the governor, of the Virgin Islands. Every day, his representative would pick me up and drop me off, and I do yard work, and then they bring me back. Yeah, and I made some good friends doing that.
Wow. That was
Yeah,
after you did the escape, was it?
yeah. I escaped in '87, and I guess I went to prison in the Caribbean 2002. No, 92 to 2002. Fuck.
Uh, wow. They trusted you to be working with the governor even after you escaped.
Yeah, they
That's
trusted. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'd already done like almost 10 years, 8 years, 9 years. And so they just picked me up and dropped me off and they trusted me and I was trustworthy, you know? I only ran off one time. I couldn't help it. I had to. And nobody even really knew. Yeah. There was just on the other side of the hill there was a whorehouse. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been washing cars and stuff, trying to scrape up money, man. And one day I had enough. I had to run over the hill.
Hmm. But surely they like working with the governor, like you wouldn't have to run. You just say, "Hey, governor, take me down to the whorehouse." You know, come on, buddy. Oh yeah.
No, man. Well, the thing about that was when, yeah, no, you can't do that while you're in there. But I made some friends while I was up there, and then the day that I got out, there was a prison guard named Pete, and I'm still friends with him, man. We talk to each other at least monthly, and we're connected on a few different platforms. So we message each other every day, man. And he showed me um, he showed me humanity, man.
Hmm.
He even though I was locked up, and even though I wasn't the same color as everybody, you know, he had faith in me, man,
Hmm.
and really tried to, you know. So he's kind of like my sponsor, you know.
Yeah.
But I ran on the way out the door. I ran into Pete. And Pete said, "My son, you free?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, come, let we go, man." We got in his car and we started driving. And man, I got my head out the window. I'm feeling good because I ain't had no fresh air in a good long while. And after a while, I'm like, "Pete, where are we going, man?" He says, "Well, what do you mean where we're going? We're going to the governor house." And I'm like, why are we going to the governor house? He goes, "Well, there's a party for," and I'm like, "A party for who?" And he's like, for you, my son, for you." He said, "Everybody waiting for you, man." And man, it was kind of, I'm still getting goosebumps, man. Uh, there was a welcome home, mighty YT banner and a cake, and the whole staff had taken time to congratulate me on my last day out and wish me well for the rest of my life. And the governor came up and he he handed me a gold and a silver watch. I still got it. He handed me a gold and silver watch. He handed me an envelope full of cash. And he said, the cash is from the staff. We wish you well with the rest of your life. You know, that was something else, man. And then after that, I was at another dinner, and I met a news reporter who happened to be there, and he was listening to some of what the people were saying about me, but the dinner wasn't for me. And after a while, he came up. He's like, you know, I'm a news reporter, and I've been listening to your story. And he goes, I'd like to write a story about you with your permission. He says, but I see two stories. He said, man, that must have been tough. And I'm like, yeah, it was. And he says, yeah, but he says, I also see this success story, this inspirational person I'd like to write about. And I said, yeah, I'd like you to write a story about me, an inspirational story to give people strength, to get over the tough situation. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
yeah, I'll share that with you one day, man.
I wonder what happened to my Caribbean friends. They got locked up in Ireland now. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the jail, Batgirl. The jail gave me a check, and I think they gave me $1,200 for my 10-year working for 20 cents a day.
Wow.
Yeah, but the governor is the one that handed me the watch and the money. Man.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, very vague. The life, like, man, I don't know. Yeah, got. I'm brain dead really when it comes to think what you're getting up to in that prison to get that rewards from the governor and the staff.
That's, yeah. Oh, you know, who does that happen to? Whoever got out of prison and then the governor throws a reception party? Ever. It's, you know, it's because of the kind of person I am, man. I'm righteous. That's why my got righteous in my name. Why the men call me righteous.
Nice.
That was one of my name, one of my title. Yeah, because it didn't matter what was going on. I always stood up for the right thing. You can't be doing that, man. You guys got to act better. You know, like, dude, I'm the only white man in there, and I got the remote control for the TV. You know, and sometimes a new man come in and he'd be like, "Why this white motherfucker got the remote for the TV? What the fuck wrong with all you?" And I'm like, "Dude, you want a remote? Here, take the remote, man. It's all fucking yours." Yeah, and then before the end of the day, the man coming back to my room every fucking time. Here's the remote back. You're all good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, man.
You know, and anytime I've been in a shared cell, there's been remote controls for the television, and I'm the one that do not get the remote control. Yeah, yeah, no way. I'd be watching all the trippy things, and people will be watching Big Brothers. Or yeah, single cell for me from now on. Can't be watching that stuff.
You know, Miss Magpie, those people up at the governor's house were truly beautiful people. They were honestly good people, man. And for them to accept me and for me to accept them because of the circumstance, the St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands was the way station between Africa and the United States. And that's where slaves were traded and sold. So the island is steeped in this history.
Yeah.
And sometimes people get really racist. Really racist. You know what I mean? And for me, and some people were able to rise above it. They ain't got no part of it. You know, and for them not to be racist and accept me, and for me to be who I am under the pressure still, you know.
That's a good question that Batgirl asks. How many was in the jail with you?
Let me see. There were in St. Thomas in that jail. There were uh, 100 and something people. So, but the thing is they had, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 cell pod, and each one had 20, like 20 room in it. So 20 times 5, that's 100, right? So there are only supposed to be 100 people in there. But the thing is the jail, it got a big overcrowding problem. So the room is built for one man, but they figured out how to put in a steel thing and make a bunk bed for 2 men, right? And when I was there, and even now, there were 4 and 5 men in one cell. So 2, 3, 4 men sleeping on the floor, wrap up around the toilet, underneath the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that in Rathmore in court over in Ireland. Yeah, they get overcrowded.
There were rats, there were roaches
Yeah,
everywhere, man.
it wouldn't be jail without cockroaches. And was that was that your last time inside? You not gone back in?
I ain't gone back in many, many years. Yeah, that was my last time. You know,
Happy day. Happy day.
yeah, yeah. Life is not hard, man. But you gotta pay attention and be aware because sometimes you get snatched up and people want to make accusation. They want to make accusations and lies stick. Because they don't like you. I lead a righteous life. Yeah, I lead a righteous life. I'll tell you something that happened to me. Like I guess it was just over a year ago. I'm coming home from work, and I'm on a road that has like another road following next to it, like a frontage road. So the 2 roads kind of follow each other, and I look over, and I see a backpack in the middle of the road. And I'm like, what? So I pull over, and as I'm getting out, another man had pulled over because he saw the backpack. And I stood there for a second, and I think, oh man, he's going to get there before me. And I'm like, no, he's not. I get back in the truck, and I put it in reverse, and I back up. And then I get out, and just as I'm putting my hand on the bag, I could hear this man go, hey, hey, hey. And I look up, and I told him, go fuck yourself. And he did. He went and go fuck himself, and I had the bag. So, and I just live down the street, right? So as soon as I get home, I open the bag, and I look in the bag, and man, I see a laptop, I see an iPad, and then there was like this job folder, right? And I'm like, man, I wonder whose bag this is. And I open the job folder, and an envelope fall out, and the envelope is stuffed full of cash, full, right? I didn't count it, but I flipped through it real quick, and I look at it, and I gauge. I go, man, there's about $10,000 right there. I know what that looks like. I know what that fat stack of hundreds look like, man. That's about 10 grand. And I'm like, man, this man gonna really need this, right? So I started going through the backpack looking for his information, and I had a trouble. I wasn't like finding it. It was odd, and I ended up calling a random number in there, and the guy was like, "Oh, I don't know who that could be, but I was just in that area with a meeting with a bunch of guys." Like, man, I think one of these guys might have been your guy. So you got my number. If you figure anything out, let me know, man. And then so I hung up on him, and then I started to figure it out. And then that man called me back. He goes, "Yeah, it's this man." I go, "Yeah, I can see it now." And so I called the man called me, and I told him, "Hey, I'll meet you at the gas station, man." Yeah, so I rolled up, and he was there with his family. He had his wife and his little daughter, and from what I think I understand, he was at a job meeting with his family because after that he was going to go do something fun, and I guess he got distracted. He left his backpack on the tailgate with the tailgate down. And he just drove off. But anyway, man, I give that man back his backpack, and he's like, "Oh, thank you," and he bends over and he starts opening up the backpack and he starts going through some papers. And I tell that man, "Hey, listen, you ain't got nothing to worry about." I said, "Every piece of paper that was in that backpack is still in that backpack, and you're lucky that it was me that got the backpack and not that other man."
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the man was like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and then the man peeled off a bunch of hundreds and handed it to me. And I was grateful and thankful, but in the back of my mind, I know sometimes I went and done the right thing and returned something, and then people start accusing you of stealing their stuff. Oh, it was you in the first place, and man, sometimes it gets tough like that, you know. But yeah, the man blessed me with like $500, you know.
Mate, I was sat in a town one time, and I see a fellow, like equal to yourself, like getting up, going off to his cash point, like walking away from the cash point, but it was something dodgy. Yeah, like they never took away what was exhaled from the cash point. So he goes across the road, grabs it. A load of people are telling me like, "Fucking put it back, put it back." Yeah, and I'm like, "Dude," I grab hold of the fella. I says, "Dude, you've just walked away, left your cash in the cash point." No, 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 no. I cancelled that transaction. Cancelled that transaction. I says, "Dude, I've got the money here. It came out as soon as you walked away." I says, like your money's there. Yeah, me, yeah, it's in my hand. I gives him the money. He walks away all very grumpy. Yeah, people there telling me to put it back. Yeah, they started complaining to that fella because he never gave me anything.
Oh, yeah. Lee Carrick. Yeah, man, I tell that story to people sometimes, and they look at me like, "What the fuck are you crazy, man? I would have kept the money." You know.
No. Dark money will bring no happiness. Yeah, miss. That's my motto to that one.
You know, in the end, Steve, we all got to live with ourselves, man.
Yeah,
In the end, you got to live with yourself. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and the choices you make, the decisions you made.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
whether you
I
help something. Yeah.
I experienced one time in Malaga. Like it was bad weather, and the weather cleared for a few hours, and these loads of people walking along the road. And next thing, yeah, I see these people walking past the zebra crossing. Wallet drops on the floor. I freaking only a couple of people behind, so I reaches down, picks it up, gives it to the people. Like the whole time, keep it in the air. Like following the people and calling them back,
Yeah.
yo, and like a lot of other people would see that, like put it in their pockets. You get me? Yeah, like, and like, but for me, nah, I can never do that. I'm one of them honest characters. It's not mine. It's yours. Yeah, but if it's a
Yeah. I
bit,
like to watch those prank videos where they drop the electric wallet.
mate, yeah, I've seen a couple
Yeah.
of them.
And then
Sticky
the man
price.
come back, "Hey, have you seen my wallet?" They're like, "Oh, I ain't seen shit." Bzz,
Yeah,
bzz. Yeah.
I love.
Yeah. Miss Magpie, you were a bit wild when you were younger. I was more than a bit wild.
It
I
sounds it.
was untamed.
Mhm.
I'm glad to hear your husband makes you behave now. My significant other, my wife helps me keep me in line all the time too.
I think I was unfortunate and unlucky, but it makes me the man that I am today. Yeah.
Yep. Somebody asked me a question a long time ago. If you could go back and change anything in life, what would you go back and change? And man, me, because I was locked up, I had a lot of time to think. Man, I used to think about that a lot. And you know what I came to the conclusion? Is I wouldn't change anything, man.
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have learned that lesson. I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, life is a stepping stone.
One thing.
Yeah.
One thing always counts me blessings. You know, it's like I may amount to nothing, but when I die, I'm everything. You know,
Yeah.
I leave nothing behind.
Yeah. Well, I told my wife when I die, I want to be buried in my Jeep. In my
Oh,
Jeep. Yeah, because me and my Jeep ain't never been in a hole we couldn't get out of. Yeah. 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 So make sure full tank of gas and the keys.
Yeah.
I got a strong feeling when I pass my boys. I got two boys, man. They're going to be able to keep the Jeep alive because they've been helping me build it this whole time for years. You know.
Nice. And that's family emblem now. Uh, and what is it? You run on petrol or diesel?
Petrol, if that's what you call it. Yeah. Yeah, I built the Jeep so I wanted to be able to put any kind of gas in it, any kind of oil, and be able to buy parts off of the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an 80-year-old vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. And I've had my hands on every single fucking thing. Everything. More than once. I spend my whole life looking for the next weakest link. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's fix it. Now I don't have any weak links. I just get in and drive it.
Hey,
The weakest, man, the
welcome.
weakest link is that guy behind the steering wheel, man, jumping on the gas pedal. What the fuck was that?
I had a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
look at your I had a good look at your channel yesterday, Homeless Cloud, and I like your channel. Yeah, it goes back
Oh,
2015, but you started uploading there about 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago. Yeah.
man, it's been, yeah, I got a few things. I don't post anything anymore, man, and that was not, that's not my only channel.
Mhm.
And I've gotten rid of bigger channels.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just leave it like that. It helps because sometimes people are like, "Who the fuck are you? You ain't got nothing." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. One of these days you'll find out."
Yeah, you look like a genuine fella, homeless and proud. You look like a genuine fella. I look forward to joining you on your channel.
Is that Pete?
Homeless and proud. He came into the chat newly yesterday.
Okay. There you go. There you go, homeless and proud. I got you, man. Just subbed. Yep,
Yeah,
that's Paul, man. That's Paul. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm homeless, daily life stuff, stories.
Paul. Paul's his
Yeah.
name. Right? Yeah.
Paul. Paul, yeah. Yeah, I
Thanks,
caught on
Steve.
to that earlier. Yeah. Um, oh shit. I almost just kicked myself out.
As a second Paul,
Cy-
because
Cycling Steve? Cycling
cycling,
Steve? No?
that's different people's. That's different connections, different people's.
Okay, okay.
And Steve, I met here in Spain, and homeless and proud says he's
I still
working.
got you homeless and proud, man.
Yeah.
That's funny, Steve. I was going through your community page, man. Not enough
Yeah,
people
you-
pay attention.
hello, Chubby Rain. You see me?
Chubby Rain, welcome in.
You coming up on panel, Chubby? Anybody wants to come up on panel? I send the link out. I normally got it posted, pinned, but today I haven't bothered pinning it. He's having connection issues. Homeless and proud. We got folk all over the world comes to this chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got folk all over the world coming to this chat. At the moment, Mighty Righteous, he's in California. Lee's in Doncaster. We got Miss Magpie up Newcastle.
There you go, Chubby Rain. You should have 200 subscribers now, man.
Chubby Rain's an entertainer, comedian. Yeah. But of recent, he's not been so funny.
You had 190.
Mighty Righteous, where you gone?
Oh, what the hell? It just started to warm up over here, man. I felt a little heat wave.
Somebody be saying about some big whatchamacallit solar flare hitting the Earth. Directing for Earth.
Oh man, Steve, that's funny. I was just looking at all my videos. Most of them are unlisted and private.
Yeah. I've had to do that with 800 videos. 800 videos. I've had to. Well, I didn't have to. I had a hissy fit with the with the way people were behaving. There was too much incriminating evidence. A lot of people were getting confidence sharing on this channel, and for me, there was too much personal information, and it was like it was getting to a point where I could see it was going in malicious ways. So I had to respectfully think about them as well as myself, and then change the circle, and get pissed off and block people's, change the circles. Like get rid of every memory.
I like to keep my circle big.
Mm. Yep, me too. For me too. Yep. I'm a party person, mate. I like to party. Let's bring the party together. Yep.
There we go. That's for you. Nice. Can you see the private chat?
I do, yeah.
I don't even know how well that put together that is. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Okay. I remember not to share anything.
I'm not really too worried about that. Like, I started out protecting my identity because we need to be able to do that. But in the end, ultimately, I am who I am and I live right fucking here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been through this game a lot. Yeah.
For me,
you want to know my name? It's
YouTube,
all good.
I never had anything anonymous. I never had anything anonymous. For me, when I first started my YouTube, I never knew. I never knew I had a channel until I started.
Good night, Batgirl. See you next time. I'm in Southern California, homeless and proud. I'm in the San Diego area. I live in Escondido. Yeah.
And now I play with I play with being loud and proud, you know, keeping it real. You know, it's like I don't mind telling my name, my date of birth, where I live. Happy days. Maybe it's good for tourism. Maybe I'll find a cider or being like a, a tour guide.
Well, where are you at, homeless and proud? I see your face over here, man, in your shorts. I see you there, man.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute,
But
community.
in the northwest of England, I think, northwest of England.
Mora. You're the UK, yeah, okay. Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Miss Magpie Chubby left. Yeah, Chubby got he find it very funny that I said he's not funny.
Oh, cool, man. Nice.
I was over on Chubby's panel earlier before I set up my own life, and yeah, I was there for a good half an hour. Um, don't know what it was. No humor tonight, and I've been pretty brain dead ever since.
Huh?
I had to set up a life, so at least you know, like back to some sort of normal. I've drank that liter and a half of water. Now I need some more water. That's a lot of water. Mrs. Magpie, you know full well I know this is not definitely not I've walked the mountains and hills. I've seen the seas disappear from underneath me. This definitely is not standard.
What do you say there, homeless? Could I maybe join sometime on a live? I'd love to talk at some point, yeah.
Man, if the link is being sent. No, that's not the link. That's what Mike you just shared with me. The link is in the chat.
Don't dox me, Steve. Don't dox me. It'd be okay if you did, but don't do it. Go ahead, share my link.
No,
My private
the
link.
link is about maybe 20 messages up, I think.
It's
No,
about 20 up. Here, let me see what I can do.
I
I can
should
drop it.
go over YouTube and pin it.
I can drop it. Give me just a second.
Okay. Oh yeah, other people can drop it. But yeah, homeless, you're very welcome to join the channel.
Oh shit, I
This,
can't do it.
no,
Let me see if I can do it. Oh, I
I've
might
seen
be
this
able to do it this way.
before.
I can do it.
I can go over to YouTube and do it.
I got it.
I'll go over and do that in a minute.
I did it. Nice. If you got
And
time, homeless, let's do it.
yeah, I'll go over and pin that in a minute.
Oh, Miss Magpie had an important question. She wanted to know if you were a flat earther, Steve. There you go, homeless. Nice. Go get some charge on that thing, man. All right, that's looking good. And that's looking good. I got it, Miss Magpie. I found it. It was under a rock. I found the link. It was under a rock. You were too stoned to see it.
Happy days. Well, with the help of Mighty Righteous, I've just gone and
You were
never.
able to keep your stream.
I've been able to keep stream. Yeah, I must have
You
better better signal here. Happy days.
You kind of circled out there for a minute.
Okay, that was whilst I was over in the YouTube. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I could turn on my tablet. That's got better sound and mobility. I could get hotspot from the phone. Then I manage me
Homeless, you could come up anytime. Are you guys on tomorrow? I have like no battery now. That you're sorry. That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
man.
long as you're.
You see us
Long as you're-
live, you're more than welcome. This is open panel. Everybody welcomed, unless they burned bridges before. You know, if they burned bridges, then they wouldn't be welcomed. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, but otherwise everybody welcome. This is a channel where we let you show your true colors and interact freely. Normally, when there's other people on panel, I'm pretty quiet. I just let people do what they're doing. If they interact with me, it's been very difficult because of my technology. But evidently, the technology is better where I'm at the moment. And it has been for 2 years. Happy days. Right. Happy days.
It's okay, Miss Magpie. I get people's names wrong all the time. Oh, I'm gonna have to get up in a minute. I'm dying of thirst.
Yeah, man, that's what I just did. Just drank half a pint of water. Oh, I'm so glad.
I came up here to make sure you were gonna stay hydrated. Now look at me.
Yeah, get on it. You better drinking. Yeah. What's your favorite rehydrating fluids?
Basically water. Yeah, just
Yeah.
basic.
All right.
That would get fancy.
Okay. Cool.
I didn't need to elect all those extra electrolyte.
Me neither.
Or maybe
But
lemonade. Huh, yeah.
I've been well grateful of the coffee. So in the mornings, yeah, coffee in the morning. That's been like wow, you know. But that's more of a sociable thing as well, you know.
Coffee in the morning and maybe some juice in the day if you can get it. I like the cranberry or orange or whatever, mango.
Oh yeah,
Juices are good.
yeah. I'm a juicer, man. I like to juice. And there, when I've got my when I've got my kitchen sorted, I'll be making me almond milks and my rice milks again. Because I like that, but I want my fridge. I do need a fridge for that stuff. Or ice. Make it with ice. Yeah. Yeah, you should try that next time you've got the rice left over. Yeah, when you're cooking a bucket of rice. Yeah, try and make some rice milk. Or when you got like 20 almonds, yeah, try and make a liter of almond milk. Absolutely lovely they are.
Oh, if you do it right, it comes out like rice pudding.
Mate, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, rice pudding is good. Yep. But to make
Yeah,
a
you just
drink,
gave me an idea. I might have to go make some of that.
yep, it's good and refreshing. Oat milk is even better, yeah, than rice milk, in my opinion. But yeah, oats here in Spain very expensive. Rice is cheap, and then the almonds are free. You got almonds growing in California.
Yeah, but they call them almonds.
Almonds,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know why the people that grow them call them almonds, and everybody else in the world calls them almonds.
yeah, almonds. Yeah, cool. Well, we don't call them almonds here. We call them almendras. Almendras. That's what they call it in Spain. Almendras. So that's different to alma. Uh, that's different. Almendras. The same nut though. Yeah, we're in competitions, with the California almonds because yeah, we're lucky if we can sell them. When we collect them in Spain, we're lucky
Mm.
if we sell them. What it does is they buys in from America. They buys in the California almonds.
Good
They're a bit
stuff.
cheap, yeah. And then when we go sell our almonds, them's only be like 50 cent a kilo, 75 cent a kilo. Be lucky if we get €2.50. That's like when they don't buy from California. You know, cheap business. And you see how them farming, the difference of farming almonds. Yeah, I've seen in California they got they grow on concrete. They bring the tractors in, great big machine, wrap around the almond trees, shake it, all the nuts fall off.
Yes, and that's something else.
Uh, we don't do that here in Spain. You got men with sticks going around beating up on the trees. That's how we collect them in Spain. Yeah. Put big nets out to collect them. A lot of work. And in the environments where they're grown, they're not grown on flat surfaces like in California. These are grown on sides of mountains. So not even attractive and drive to a lot of them.
I gotta get moving, my friend. I'm dying of thirst. I got some stuff I gotta do.
Yeah, you get on it, mate. You righteous, and thanks for joining.
Yeah,
Won't be
I'll
staying
be.
live. No, I
Yep,
need to get down
I'll be
early
back
start.
again. You know it.
All right, brother. We see you soon.
Rock on.
Rock and
Peace
roll it.
out.
Booyaka.
Booyaka.
Anyone else tired? I mean, it's just past midnight here. I've been walking around in 40 degrees Celsius. It's not much cooler tonight. In actual fact, it's probably warmer tonight than it was this afternoon with the sunshine out. It gets like that this time of year. Yo, bare bones, brother. What's happening? We sent the call out about 2 hours ago. He's like, "Where's bare bones? Where's bare bones?" And Lee was saying he haven't seen bare bones live today. Is bare bones all right? I've only turned my phone on this, like, yeah, when, okay, a bit more than 2 hours ago. I turned my phone on about 8 o'clock. And yeah, when I went to town, walked around the town, bought myself a bread roll and some meat and a liter of gazpacho. I had a couple of hobos come and like intrude on me when I was stuffing my face. Wrong time to intrude on me. You know, I remember walking the streets through Spain, and I used to really begrudge them people that go around to the dinner tables at the restaurants because them was all out on the side of the road. And you see the hobos approaching. Wow, every table, disgusting, disgusting behavior. I can't condone that stuff. I used to tease the fellow hobos by sitting down at the dinner tables and being one of the paying customers. I remember specifically this one place in Alicante. I think I could get a chicken dinner for about €5 or something. Yeah, it was reasonable. It was really reasonable. And sit there on the tables. I'd buy one for me, one for Scooby. Yeah, miss, yeah. And I used to really antagonize the hobos. And going to the supermarket, like Scooby liked his meat as well as his biscuits. So, I gave him the dog sausages, but he liked to chop the pork. Yeah, he liked the chopped turkey and the chopped chicken meat rather than them dog sausages that smell disgusting. And yeah, they used to come in a kilo sausage. He yammed that up, mashed it up with his biscuits. You like that? I used to antagonize the hobos a lot. And I used to enjoy doing that. Well, I found Scooby, he was skeleton of a dog. So, yeah, giving him the riches, you know. Even this evening, like after the packet of meat that I had, it wouldn't fit in the bread roll. So that went to Grizzles and Captain. Okay, fair enough. They had a bit of bread as well, but they can't be drinking gazpacho. That's mine. Yeah, man. Yeah. Mm. Don't mind sharing my coffee, cup of tea with them, but gazpacho, no way. No. And one thing I'm aware of, like too much gazpacho without anything else, is not healthy. For us, you don't want to be drinking gazpacho on its own. You definitely need some meat and bread to go with it. Oh, Miss Magpie, oh, and Lecter, wow, he's the little fella. He was, wow. It's like, I know I've showed the pictures of Scooby a couple of times, and every year, this time of year, Google Photos keeps reminding me that I've got those photos. And it's quite disturbing. Like, wow, man, how bad he was, like, but for a few days, not taking any photos of him. Mm. He was looking stronger by the time I started taking photos. It's almost I didn't want to capture his, if he was gonna pass overnight. Like, yeah, I didn't want to photograph that. But when I started seeing that he was getting back to health and standing up, that's when I started taking photos and enjoyed. But when I look back, it's like, whoa, man, that is disgusting. I was so lucky to have the honors of walking with that dog. We made a lot of friends in Spain walking with that dog. Made one or two enemies as well. I think that was the only reason I walked out of Alicante when I did. You know, I was quite comfortable in Alicante when I was there. All walks of life, all interacting. Nice communities I used to go and chillax with. And my Scooby was always welcomed. Considering how Scooby was when I found him to the day that he passed, I mean, Scooby really did pack on in the 11 months he was with me. He really did pack it on. You know, he had muscle, he had a smile, and he was lush. But not a dog that is, you know, like invited in Spain. You know, like dogs like that, Can Corsos, Pit Bulls, Rottweilers. You know, like, yeah, people like them, but they're not respected or encouraged. I know people that are getting a lot of trouble for having pit bulls and Staffordshire Bull Terriers. You know, I heard about a sad story a couple of days ago where somebody with a staffy and the local authority said, "We're coming to take your dog." That's horrible. That is. I had that in the UK. Taking me dog. Had no business taking me dog. That dog that got taken off me in Bristol, that dog that proved himself to me. He was cool as fuck. He was worthy of me. For sure he was. You know, being made homeless for Scooby. You know, it's like, wow, get off of me, Lance. Get out of my house and take the fucking dog with you. I'm not being bullied by him. He's not bullying you. I'm not having it. Get out, get out. I'm not having it. Many times giving up everything for animals. You know? And that's what I'm famous for in this community. Looking after the horses, the chickens, the cats, the dogs. And I swear down more than 300 animals in my time in these areas. More than 300 animals. In the 8 years I've been in this environment, in this community, yep, more than 300 animals. I remember finding a turtle. It was one of them land turtles, and it was somebody's pet at one point. And the funny thing is that this my buddy, his ex missus had a dodgy childbirth, and for the loss of the child, and my friend, you know, like he was being, I don't know, victimized for it. I gave him the turtle, you know, I gave him the turtle that I found. And he said, "You know what? I know the person that lost this turtle many years ago. And it was perfect timing, perfect, situation, for, yeah. I think that friend's traveling around Africa as we speak. From my understanding of things he told me back in the day, he'd been investing in fish farms and projects over. I like the idea of life in Africa. I don't think the turtle's traveling around Africa, Mr. Magpie. No, my buddy that I gave the turtle to. I think he released it into his gardens. And so it's probably still floating around that hippie community. Great environment when you think about it. I mean, from my understanding, it survived a few winters, and summers. Yeah, it had been lost a few years before. It was somebody's pet. They'd lost it some years before. And it's still floating around. So, yeah. Now, the buddy that I gave the turtle to, he's in Africa floating around. I always considered myself too poor to go to Africa. I had a taste of Morocco, and I'm definitely too poor for Morocco. And yet, Morocco's cheap. And beautiful. I don't think I'd like to go into deep Africa, really. All the medication I've been told folk have to go through, and they get more ill from the medications. So, yeah. And people even said medications, they don't work. I know, right? They're going to live long. Yeah. Yeah. I've touched the sea turtle. I unnetted. Yeah, we caught one in the salmon nets years ago. I was like 14 years of age. No, yeah, I pissed me my skipper off doing that. It was only myself and him on board, but I wouldn't let the turtle go. I was willing to get in the water and like swim with the turtle and make sure they got every bit of that. And I did with the help of my boss. I did, but he was pissed off with me. He'd been growing up, like just cut it loose. Like there's not much else you can do. Just cut it loose. There's too much work to be done. Mm. I used to stop the fellas from shooting friggin' seals as well during salmon season. Yeah, I pissed a lot of fishermen off, but we had boats together. Yeah, we were with nets and pots. But my ethics, you can't be targeting them. No, that's not fair. Although I did participate in baking soda wrapped up in bread for the seagulls. That was before I knew that they were protected species. I'd never do that now. You know, I was with everybody else was doing it. I'd be like, "What? You can do that with that, right? Next time I'm coming to see, I'm bringing baking powder, but you don't need it. It's there in the friggin'. It's in there in the kitchen. Oh, cool. You know. So, yeah. But you know how annoying midges and mosquitoes are. He's a fisherman. That's how annoying freaking seagulls are. Bloody hell. Yeah, parrots as well, Mrs. Magpie. Parrots. Ooh. I've been watching videos where fishermen save turtles by taking the barnacles off them. Yep, yep, yep. That's cool. There is a lot more emphasis on looking after the sea life now, Mrs. Magpie. You know, in the 90s, yeah, things were like totally different. In the 80s, more different. In the 60s, and you know what? In some parts of the world, it's different to the ethics that we have. You know, some countries won't give a shit about the turtles. Mm. So long as they can make that beach full of tourists, yeah, they don't care. Fuck the turtles and their environment. Right? It says fuck the tourists. Get off of my beach. You tell him it's about Magpie. I'm gonna give him a call now because I'm getting tired. I haven't spoken with Bare Bones for a while. I gave you a tablet the other day, Captain, so you shouldn't be having any issues. You'll get another worm tablet in a couple of weeks. That's what the packet says. Everybody's hot. Go and have a bath. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm getting tired as well, Miss Magpie. I'm just blabbering. Like the good old days. It's good to just like babble. You know. I gotta find the dog bowls and water them up. Where is that one? How the bloody hell can I be getting goosebumps in this temperature out here? Just because I walked outside naked. There, see, body's warmed up again now. I am walking on a cement pipe, and that's cold on my feet. That's nice and cold. It's nice here. I can walk around barefoot. You know, might have been a bit scary for the lady if she woke up and seen me naked walking around outside in the dark. But what are you laughing at, Captain? What? Making noise. I'm still live, and I. All right, my night's Miss Magpie. I'm going give Bear Boys a quick hello.